Hey, it says this hangout is on the air. Good morning, everybody. It is November 3rd, 2015, and this is Lunch with Len. Welcome aboard. And once again, as many of you know, actually, before I go on into Lunch with Len today, do I need to address the occurrences yesterday, or is that all ancient history now?
Come correct, Len.
Huh?
Come correct and let us know what really happened.
At any rate, um, as you know, I sent out a survey last week. As I hope you all know, I sent out a survey last week to all of the people who are registered for Lunch with Len, and I got some responses back. And I thought we'd review the responses, and I'd really like to bring everybody over and sort of have a group discussion because we're going to launch out of this what it is we want to do for the next little bit of time. So I don't know, Larry, you're over there, and Michael, you're over there. I'm going to bring you guys over. You can decline, of course, if you choose not to come over. And I also have Mr. Miller sitting here.
I'm keeping an eye on him.
He's keeping an eye on me. So let me get everybody over. Hello, Larry. Hello, Larry.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, Larry.
I am marvelous. Chris, I butted in.
No, you didn't butt in. I just said hi. And
Michael either fell off the planet. He's on his way in. There he is. All right, Michael. So let me go. This is an open discussion. I'm going to share with the folks that showed up today, which is all of us. And like I said, Bob Miller's sitting here right next to me too. We have found that if we try to run two hangouts out of the same Wi-Fi, that it overloads the bandwidth. So, oh, we have someone else just joined. Who else just joined? Karen. Karen, I'm going to go ahead and click you over. If you don't want to come, just don't accept it. I hope that'll be okay with you. Okay, here we go. Like all the participation I can get. Let's see if we get Karen across. She disappeared, which I think typically means she's on her way.
It takes about 30 seconds to go through the process.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just waiting for Karen. Hopefully she's going to pop in here. Hopefully I didn't. Sometimes, as you know, when we click somebody across, they fall out of the system. Aha! There she is. Hello, Karen. Karen, you're muted. So if you want to say hello, you'll have to unmute yourself. Okay.
Better?
Yeah, that's wonderful. So
Hi.
what I'd like.
Good to see you. It's a long time no talk.
I know.
Yeah. So what I'd like to do is share with you the results of the survey. Some of you, I don't know if all of you filled it out. You don't have to admit if you filled it out or didn't. It doesn't matter to me. But you may, if you did fill it out, you'll see some of your results. And I'd sort of like to get a group opinion as to where we're going. So let me share with you the results. So here is, and by the way, I have to share my screen first, right? All right, let's do this. Wait. Let me stop this. Stop. Showcase. All right. What happened to chat? I lost the chat.
I still see the chat.
Yeah, it's back. Okay. All right. Screen share. Entire screen. Share. All right. Presumably you can see the screen. Present to everyone. SurveyMonkey. So what I used was SurveyMonkey. This went out to close to 100 people. I think the exact number was 84 or something, and I got 7 responses. So that's pretty typical. And so what I'm going to do is just share with you what those responses were. So here we go. So the first question is, assuming you've attended lunch with Len, what's the most important reason? What did you get out of it? I don't know. Can you folks actually read these, or do I need to read them out loud?
I can see him with my glasses on.
Okay.
I can't see him.
Mine on.
Very informative topics. I'll just sort of summarize. Very informative topics. I like what it covers. Many topics from learning to promote a home business to self-improvement, etc. Love watching what you learned from the MLSP training. That one's significant. I'm going to come back to that. Useful tips for staying up to date with quality training. I came to support you as your show got started. I'm not sure who that came from, but maybe someone who's not coming anymore. I don't know. Hi, Len. I've been leaving early, and I think I know who that's coming from. That's coming from a fellow that he takes care of his mother. He drives like up miles every day to go to his mother's house. So I like you, and I know your heart of helping people, and always good content, just not enough time to really tune in. So the overall, generally, the overall theme there seems to be that the content is okay. There's no real negatives about content, and I'm going to come back to content in a minute. The one thing I want to pick up on is the MLSP. Love watching what you learned from MLSP trainings. Now, I can continue to do that. I can continue to synopsize on Thursdays the MLSP training from Wednesday nights, if that makes sense to people. Now, tomorrow night is Ray Higdon's discussion on blogging, and since we don't know what he's going to cover, I don't know, whether it'll make material that's worth discussing on Thursday or not. So we'll just leave that alone for a minute. Does anyone else here have any other comments about topics? And now here's the challenge that I'm facing personally. With this small of a group, we have covered. I'm running out of material. And it's not that I'm completely running out. I can always come up with material. But how many times do you want to listen to the 4 things you should put in every video, or how to do a video ad on Facebook, for example? I mean, there's lots and lots of topics that we've covered multiple times in multiple different formats. So I don't want to go back through any of the stuff that we've already done and bore the living bejesus out of the people that are coming every week. So does anybody have any comment about that? Are there any topics, and I know maybe off the top of your head, but I'm looking for ideas. What topics, what things would it make sense for me to cover? Are there some things that we've not done that we need to do? Or is it okay to start going back through some of the older material and going back through some of the stuff?
I think if we go back to the older material, that helps me.
Okay. Anything in specific, Larry?
You know what? That retargeting pixels on your blog posts and stuff, and I couldn't get that downloaded right on my blog, but just some of the other stuff. I mean, I can PM you.
Okay, great. Anybody who has any ideas about what they'd like to cover, PM me, because what I'm being sensitive to is not going back through old material that you've already seen and having you sitting there, just be bored to death. That's what I'm looking for, is what is it that you would like? Okay. And I'm willing to go back.
We could also go into YouTube again, touch on some of the YouTube things that we went over that Rick and Larry brought to the table. And there are some new things over there, cards and upgraded annotations, and they also have a targeting pixel. I found that out 2 days ago.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of new stuff at YouTube that we can bring everybody up to date on.
Cool. Would you like to participate in that, Chris, or are you going to leave it up to me to go do it all? It's really up to you. I don't, but if you'd like to participate, I'd love to have the help.
Okay, I'd be glad to.
Well, now I definitely felt a huge loss of energy in that answer.
No, not really. My dog moved on my lap.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Because what I really heard, and I just want to be sure, I heard it. I heard okay, I'll do it, but I'm so freaking overwhelmed, I don't have time to do anything else. That's not what I heard.
We can plan that out together.
All right, very good. We'll talk. All right. Anybody else have any comments there? And if you do, PM me. Now, speaking of topics, Michael, you offered to talk about healthy heart. Hello? Hello? Michael? Is Michael still there? Is anybody still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, that's good. My computer's a little bit slow sometimes, and it takes a while after I click the unmute for it to respond.
Okay. I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but it is a small friendly group. You offered to talk about healthy heart.
Absolutely. Any opportunity I have to tell my heart health lessons in front of somebody that hasn't heard it is movement forward for me. I have a little piece I've been working on for a public meeting that's sponsored at the library coming up. 10 heart health things I missed that you might want to know about. And that would be something I'd like to start with maybe. It's just 10 heart attack risk factors that they're all obvious, but they're not, or at least for me, they weren't well explained. And had they been better explained to me, I might have done something before I was in an emergency situation needing an airlift and since that day.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a cool topic. I think we could I've had open heart surgery. Bob's had 2 strokes, so I think that we have an audience here that might be interested in talking about healthy heart. Maybe a few other people too. So why not? We'll get that on the schedule.
Perfect. And it would have to be Tuesday for me, Len, because I'm unable right now to get onto a Thursday webinar live.
Right. Got it. Tuesday. Healthy Heart Tuesday. Okay. In fact, do you want to do it next Tuesday?
Yeah, I could give a 10-minute section next Tuesday.
Okay. Good. Cool. Healthy Heart next Tuesday. We'll do it.
Thank you.
Okay. The other question I put out there, one of the other questions, if you have not attended Lunch with Len recently, why not? And I got bad time for meat from 50% of the respondents, and when I put other, what I had intended was for people to tell me what time would be a good time, and I got zero back, just other. I don't know what other meant. Other reason. I guess I was looking for other reason. Anyhow, I got, so 50% bad time, 50% other reasons. Is there a better time than 11:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Does anybody have an opinion?
I think one thing you might be falling victim to is only about a third of the people that work online are freed themselves up to be available during the day. A lot of people still have 9-to-5 jobs that they can't do at noon.
Right. Okay. Well, of course, that's why we have the recordings. But I'm sort of reluctant to go into the evenings. There's so much competition in the evenings. I don't know. Does anybody else have an opinion? All righty, let's move on.
I'm sorry about that. For me, I think it's going to be hard no matter what time we do it.
Oh, sure.
You know, it's just that most days I can make it, but some days I just can't. But I don't think it. Like I said, there's so much going on at night that 2 days a week for me, this time is not bad. You know.
Okay. Actually, I did have the next question. Can you suggest a better time? So you can see the responses there. No better time at the moment. 2:30 is a hard time. Maybe a tad earlier. I don't know. Monday or Friday would be better. My schedule varies. I attend when I'm able. Lunch seems to work well for most. And depends on the day, but not reliable. So those are sort of the answers. There's no clear direction sitting in those answers, which is probably what I expected. So the one comment that sits in there that strikes me is that maybe a little earlier would be better. I don't know. Or Monday or Friday.
I don't know. You might as well just keep it like this. I mean, for me, no matter what day it is, sometimes things are going to come up.
Sure, that's true. Anyone else have an opinion? Alrighty.
This time slot works well. I mean, we could go a half hour earlier, maybe at 11, instead of a half hour. At 30. That's just my 2 cents worth. I mean, 11:30 works. I don't know.
Alrighty. Is there a group consensus here at all? Leave it the same. I think I'm going to put a vote on the table. Leave it the same or move it a half hour early. Now, I don't have any trouble moving a half hour earlier. That's fine with me.
We can try a half hour early.
Okay.
That's my vote.
I'd have to change my Tuesday schedule to get here a half hour early. I only get here about 15 minutes before you hit go.
Okay. So basically, Larry and Chris were saying a half hour early would be okay, but the 11:20 slot is good, and Michael's saying you can't make the earlier slot. So with that set of votes, I guess that I would just go ahead and leave it alone.
What about Karen? Karen, what do you think?
I can so seldom make it. I was trying not to enter the conversation. Half an hour wouldn't make any difference to me. It's just the day.
I'm sorry, say that again, Karen. Half an hour would or would not make a difference?
It would not make a difference for me.
Okay. All right, well, let's leave it alone, at least for the rest of the year. We'll finish out the year, and then we'll revisit this thing in January. So we'll stay at 11:30. Guest speakers. Interesting set of comments. I've enjoyed the variety of people you brought to us, but your smiling face and sincere desire to teach, that really made me feel good. Someone says they think when I'm a speaker it's good. Okay, Michael, obviously heart health, yep. Wisdom and knowledge are appreciated. That would be nice. How about someone from YouTube world? Sure, but you alone do well. So, not a strong. I was really expecting a little more strength in that answer, and it's just not there. I think I'm going to still go ahead and start to try to bring in some more guest speakers again. But is there any chance that the person who said somebody from the YouTube world is on here today and willing to admit to it? Because I'm wondering what you had in mind.
I did.
Huh?
I'm the one that did.
Okay. What did you have in mind, Chris?
I don't know. I'm in this group that's got some pretty savvy YouTubers. Maybe one of them come in and talk to us how they do advertising and stuff.
Okay. Who's in the group? Who do you? Okay. You know what? Let's take that offline. Why don't you tell me who you're thinking of, and then we'll see if we can get. Now, is Mark Harvard part of that group?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody in MLSP is part of that group.
Okay.
I'd really like to see Amy Schmidhauer, but I don't know if you can get her or not. She's pretty big.
Well, we won't know if we don't ask. I have no problem going out and asking. A half hour at a time. I know who Amy is. I like her. I'm not a customer. I've never bought anything from her, but I don't have a problem asking her. The worst that can happen.
I've never bought anything from her either, but I've been going to a couple of her blabs, and if I tweet it, then she always favors it. So.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get her to come on board.
Her influence is incredible.
One of the things we could do is offer her that if she wants to give us a little sales pitch on what she's offering for sale these days, she can do that. But we want mostly valuable content. We don't want a whole sales pitch, but we got to sweeten the pot a little bit for her maybe. But I don't have any problem with that.
I don't either, and I think if we advertised that she was going to be on, there might be enough curiosity out there and it'd boost the ratings a little bit.
Cool. Now, do you know her personally, or should I approach her?
You'll have to approach her. I don't know her.
Okay. I have no problem with that. I'm good with that. Okay. Does anybody else have any? Does anyone else have a name that pops into your mind like, oh wow, I would really love to see this person? I know Brendan Burchard. No problem with that. I haven't asked him, by the way. I have no way of knowing if he would or wouldn't come. I suspect he would be hard to get, but you know. But seriously, does anybody have a name that they want to toss into the hat and say, listen, I'd love to have this person. Why don't you try it?
You think Bob,
Huh?
could get what's his name over?
What's his name? I'll work on that.
I know his name.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Bob, are you still there?
Yep.
Bob who?
I'm here.
Miller.
I'm here. I'm over here.
Oh, hi, Bob.
You remember that you did an interview with him?
Who?
What's his name?
Robert Hollis?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think Bob?
I actually tried to get Robert Hollis over here a couple months ago, and I got shot down. But certainly could try again.
Amazing guy.
Well, yeah. Bobby, why can't Bobby ask him?
I could. I could do that. I'm sure he'd do it.
And therein lies the power of a network.
Exactly.
Okay. Anybody else have any suggestions? We got Amy. We got Robert Hollis.
What about Susan Scherer Young again?
She is definitely coming back. I can't put a schedule on it right now because of some complications in her life. But I've been in touch with Susan. The most recent conversation was within the last week. So I just can't promise. I just can't tell you when yet.
What about the guy that wrote Miracle Morning, since he's going to have a new book out directed at...
Hal Elrod?
Yeah.
Sure.
Since he's going to have a new book out directed at network marketers.
Yeah. In fact, you know, I'm really frustrated. I actually had an invitation to contribute to that book, and the invitation came the day I was having my hip replaced, and I didn't get it done. And I'm looking back going, you know, I really should have paid more attention to that. It's one of those things that slipped past me. I don't know if you folks know, but Angel's in that book, Angel Belichowski.
The angelic one.
Uh-huh. Okay. Anybody else? Any other ideas?
You know, I just have a question. Does anybody here use a PC for uploading videos?
I do.
Yes.
Because I did a video for my blog today, and it was like almost an hour. I just uploaded. I put it on my computer and uploaded it straight to YouTube, and it was almost an hour to get this thing done.
Yeah, I upload mine to YouTube every day, Larry, and it takes a couple, 3 minutes. How long's your video?
That's a PC, Lynn?
PC, yeah.
Yeah. It's about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, no. Something's wrong, buddy. That ain't right.
I must have the same problem.
Pardon?
I must have the same problem. Mine takes forever.
So you just do your lunch with Lens. You just put them right up there, right?
Well, Lunch with Len is automatically going to Google Hangouts, so it's being recorded as we speak. But my morning coffee with Len videos, I load them to Facebook, and then when I'm done loading to Facebook, almost every day I load them directly to YouTube as well. And the upload to YouTube takes certainly less than 5 minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes at the outside.
Man.
If it was the day before yesterday in the afternoon, there was a problem that YouTube. I actually lost a video I recorded during the editing process.
What's the format of your video, Larry, when you're uploading it?
iPhone.
Huh?
I just put it up on iPhone and send it up.
Yeah, now, I don't know about iPhone. Mine are in MP4 format. Mine have been, oh, you know what? If it's in native iPhone format, that may be the problem. How big's the file? All my videos have been rendered. They've been run through Camtasia before I upload them.
You put them in Camtasia,
Yep.
and you make them MP3s,
They're they're MP4s, buddy. Yeah.
MP4s.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try that.
And the reason is that, I mean, the reason I do that is, quite honestly, there are some annoyances in these videos. I mean, for example, there's always I cut off the front, and then if I hack, cough, choke, do things like that, I edit that stuff out.
See, I don't, because I don't mind doing them raw because sometimes I stammer and stuff, but that's just me.
Yeah.
And it's just a real person, as I call it, a real fat guy doing a video.
I'll leave that stuff in. You'll see that sometimes I trip over myself when I'm recording these videos, but you know, the question I would look at is, if it's in native iPhone format. I don't have any clue what that is. I don't have an iPhone. It may be it's a huge file.
Okay.
It's a .mov, I believe.
It's what?
.mov, I believe.
It's a .mov file?
I think.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to go spend money on a Mac.
No. Do you have Camtasia?
I do have Camtasia.
Why don't you run it through Camtasia and see if that makes a difference? Look at the file size before and after.
You hardwire your phone to your computer, or are you doing it over Wi-Fi?
No, I hardwire it.
Me too.
Yeah, but the problem was from the computer to wasn't from the phone to the computer. It was from
the phone to the computer. It's 10 seconds.
Yeah. The challenge you had was the upload to YouTube.
Yeah.
From the computer.
Right.
Yeah, I would, like I said, just at the risk of repeating, I would look at the file size and look at if maybe converting to MP4 first makes a difference.
Okay.
Okay. Then I think so. We're up to noon. We're almost through these questions. Preferred content. It looked like, I mean, a big emphasis on technical, which a much smaller emphasis on guest speakers interviews, which really did surprise me. And then other, but I don't know what other means because nobody specified what other meant. So I don't know what else it can be. So we'll stay with doing a lot of technical. We'll try to bring in more guest speakers. And then, is there anything else we can think of that would increase interest? Senior spin the bottle. Did that come from you, Chris?
No, it wasn't me. That's pretty funny, though.
Maybe post it on other social media sites and Periscope, and etc., just to get more advertising. Not be in the same time as my local Toastmaster meeting. Hope you're feeling better. My hip's healing. That's good. Maybe it would be helpful if more people would promote it. So I guess the only thing to take away from that is, other than Senior Spin the Bottle, is maybe if folks that are coming like yourselves could help promote it, that we're doing the Lunch with Len, and see if we can bring in a few more people. That would be great.
Maybe we should promote it in Terry Landau's MLM Baby Boomers group.
Okay. Am I in that group? I don't think I am.
I am.
I don't think I am either, but I should be.
Don't know that one.
Maybe
we can tell them that we're going to play Senior Spin the Bottle.
All right, I'm going to come off a screen share.
The things I have to do for my business.
All righty, I'm off a screen share. So that's it. That's what we know. We're going to continue on. I'll look back on some of these other topics, like going back to the retargeting pixels and stuff. Michael's going to do Healthy Heart on Tuesday. We're going to look at getting a few of these guest speakers, Amy, Robert, Hal, and a few others I have in mind. And we're going to stay at the same time, 11:30 for the time being. because that seems to be what the majority opinion is. So that's what we know as of today. Anybody who has any topics that you would like to cover, please send me a message. Because
Got one coming up, Glenn, I could use some help with. Weber opt-in forms, making them look prettier than just the stock ones that come out.
make them look pretty.
Yeah, you know, it seems to me that the AWeber form, they all end up posted at the top of either your right margin or underneath. There's got to be one of my blogs has a software attached to it that allows me to put opt-ins that come up from the bottom or come in from the side, does pop up, that sort of thing. I'm wondering if that's available through AWeber. I haven't got much more than just, you know, never used more than the basics. If it's something you knew about, maybe you could cover some.
Well,
You know, something that we might look at that Lisa brought up the other day to make the application form that Tanya was talking about last week is JOT form, J-O-T form. And then she said she ran it through AWeber, so maybe that JOT form could also make opt-ins. I'm not sure, because I didn't look it up. I just wrote it on my tools page.
well, the first challenge, let me come back to something you said, Michael. The challenge of where to put the opt-in form, bringing it up from the bottom or in from the side and that sort of thing, that really is a function of the theme you're using in WordPress.
Yeah.
AWeber creates the opt-in form itself. Where you put it is up to your theme. So that's not an AWeber issue. That's a theme issue.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, AWeber has tons of designs for the opt-in forms. They just tons of them out there. Do people know how to use the different forms that are available? Don't everybody talk at once?
All I've ever seen in there is just that standard one that I could change colors on. There's more than that?
Yeah. Yeah, there are. Okay.
I'm the only one that has questions.
Okay. I'll take a look at that and see if I can come up with something that makes sense to do training on. Okay, cool. Got it. Alrighty. Anybody else have anything? Thank you for your participation. I really appreciate it. And like I said, my primary motive is to make sure that I'm doing things that make you happy. That's where we're at. I don't want to bore you with going over old stuff, and want to bring in the topics that you want to talk about. So, alrighty then. That's all there is.
Okay, guys, thanks. Thanks.
Going once, going twice.
Good to see everybody.
Bye, everybody.